Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel RVCCIS.info, where faculty representatives from Rock Valley College's Computers and Information Systems Department talks to you, our community at large, about things, roughly speaking, having to do with computers and information systems, unless, of course, it's been this last month, in which case it hasn't been that at all. You can tell by the picture we have here of Jim that today we are going to talk about some of our favorite exercise, maybe equipment stuff. I don't know. We haven't quite found a way to label that yet. So joining me today, as usual, is Jim and Stephanie and myself, Eric. So today is us trying to showcase the fact that despite our ages, we are still, well, I'll speak for myself. I'm still trying to be active. So Jim, take it out. What do you got?
Okay. So I am showing you my smart trainer, my little Cyclops. That thing cost about, I don't know, $1,200. And then you mount a real road bike on it. So you take your rear wheel off and you put the cassette on. So it's got that. But the smart trainer in and of itself doesn't do much. So then you use a program such as, there's a couple of them, but I use Zwift, Z-W-I-F-T. And you install it on, your phone and or your laptop. And then Zwift, the program, will talk through Bluetooth to that smart trainer. And as you're riding in the game, you have an avatar, and it simulates worlds, both real and virtual. So it simulates, for example, from Tour de France, Alpe d'Huez, which is an iconic climb, one of the huge climbs. So I've done Alpe d'Huez on Zwift a few times. It takes me about an hour and 10 minutes to climb up, 9 miles.
Okay.
But what happens is it says, oh, you're going up 6%. Now you're going up an 8%. Now you're going up 10%. Talks to the smart trainer and makes it that much more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten over 3,000 miles this year on just that. I've got like 2,000 miles outdoors and probably 3,000 miles on this thing because it's pretty addictive. So that's my main thing. And then Cindy and I are like power walkers. So I don't know, lots of miles this year.
Lots of miles. That thing's amazing. You got your money back out of it already.
Oh, it's
no
great. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, well, Eric and I just lift weights.
Yeah.
I
No
actually
need to
pay
be a
somebody.
smart trainer when we could be dumb about lifting heavy weights. That's
Yeah, I actually pay somebody to watch me do it and tell me what to do.
That's good though. Good form and everything. Then.
Yeah, I need it because, well, like I was kind of telling you guys earlier, it helps with my back issues. Yeah.
Quick change.
Yeah, quick change. Yeah, so I work out, I lift weights at least 3 days a week. And then I have, actually, I think it's behind here. I have everything on my porch, which means it can't be freezing outside.
Yeah.
For running, but it works out pretty nice. I want to get a rowing machine really bad.
I miss my row machine so bad. I love that thing. And I think I'm like weeks away from being able to go back on it again. 2 or 3 weeks.
I don't know. I do really good on the rowing machine. And one of the things that my trainer had me do was rowing machine and then that stupid bike with the fan, whatever that's called, and then burpees. Oh. And yeah, burpees are horrible, but I'm telling you, they're effective.
They're effective, yeah.
And that rowing machine was like, it was fantastic. So
I can't do burpees down here anymore. Let's see if we can see it. Yep. Right. It's hard to see, but right here, there's a divot in the ceiling.
You just jumped too high.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking. I gave it a little too much and bonk.
Boom.
Like, shoot. And so there's a bowling ball sized divot up there, and that's my dome hitting the top there.
Oh, that's awesome. As long as you didn't get hurt. Yeah.
There's nothing of value up there anyway. So.
I know I'd get so excited about, oh man, I'm lifting heavy weights, and my trainer would get really excited, and then I'd call my brother and he'd be like, "Pfft." And I'm like, what are you talking about? Quit making me feel terrible because you lift so much. I'm like, oh, you big macho guy.
Not very supportive, is it?
No, I mean, he's supportive, and then he has to do the subtle brag afterward.
I have all this stuff I can't use yet. So well, for those of you who have not, I think I've probably mentioned this before, but I blew out my bicep in August. So it was 2 months of not using that arm at all, which is tough. Or it was tough for me because that's not what I would prefer to do. And it makes dealing with, like the apocalypse a little harder to do because you're like, well, I used to be able to exercise. Now I've got whiskey, I guess. But I mean, that's not very constructive. So I have kettlebells for just a ton of them. So they start at 5 pounds and they go up to 80 pounds. I've got, nope, it's not gonna over there. I got a whole bunch of elastic, what are those? The resistance bands. So I can at least still do squats with weight. So I don't know how many of them there are. 18 maybe in all. I did buy because Chuck, not seen here today, and Jim both have their cycle trainers. So when I couldn't go on my row machine or the Air Attack bike thing anymore, I bought a bike, and I hate this thing kind of a lot. It's, like, I'm at a weird angle. It's just not my favorite thing. So I'm sure I'll get my money out of it by the end of 2023. But until then, I didn't spend anywhere near what Jim did. It was $190 on Cyber Monday. That can't be right. I don't know. So, but if I don't have to do cardio, I won't. So I like lifting weights instead.
I know, I'm just the opposite. Yeah, I would rather do cardio over lifting weights. Yeah.
I'm kind of a weight person. I like to lift weights. And then after I'm done lifting the weights, I feel fine. And then 2 days later, when I'm sore, then you can come ask me how I feel. Which is why my trainer likes to do the burpees, because she's like, you get a little of both. And I'm like, ugh,
Yeah.
okay.
Or a lot of both.
At least I stopped swearing at her. So
30 burpees later, when you're sucking wind and like, I could throw up. That's about the magic number.
She goes, let's see if you can do, how fast you can do 50 burpees. And I'm like, what? And she goes, well, you can take a break. And I'm like, nope, I just want to get these done. Like, I'm not.
Oh, those are tough.
They are. Well, what's worse? Which one do inverted plank is worse. The backwards, that for me is horrible.
Good for your back.
That'll be our next episode. What Stephanie can demonstrate the inverted plank.
No way. Jim's gonna be like, okay, Steph, everything you hate, you need to demonstrate right now.
Then a couple of burpees.
Yeah. So there you go. The exercise habits of the wild instructor. If you, especially now that we are in the holiday season, and it helps stave off the holiday weight. If you have any preferred exercise, whether or not you are a cardio or a weight person, you can feel free to leave us a comment below and let us know what your favorite exercises are while you're down there. If you've liked this content or the daft nature of your instructors, please feel free to go ahead and hit the like or comment or like or subscribe button, and hit the bell to be notified of new content. We are sticking to a Tuesday, Thursday for this, and so far we've been doing pretty good. You can also follow us on social media. We are at RVCCIS Info on Twitter, Facebook, Anchor.fm, here on YouTube, and I think that's everything. So on behalf of Stephanie, Jim, myself, and the rest of the Rock Valley community, stay safe and stay sane out there, everybody.